Guys, I'd like to make an update of the Heli. I just got a new battery here, which is a higher amp than the one Align recommends. It's a 2200. This is a 1800 amps. But the difference is on the C. This is a 60C and this is a 45C. Also, whenever you buy a higher amp, or I believe maybe a different C, the battery size is gonna change, and you have to be careful about this because of the inside of a Heli. You gotta make sure it's gonna fit. So this is the one I first got, the 1800. It goes this way. As you can see, I have enough room on the sides where the Velcro straps go to hold it. You need that in order to attach it to the tray, but on a new one that I got, if I put it the same direction, you can see it's gonna fit really tight, and the Velcro straps won't fit. That's the only measurement you need to be careful, because on the height you have enough room, if you can see, and as well on the back you have enough length. You can go all the way near the main shaft, and you still have some room in the front, as you can see. So that's the only thing I gotta make sure about the width. Also, I got this landing gear. I adapted it from 500X. As you can see, it fits a lot better. You just gotta drill a hole in the middle, here and here, and that's it. It looks better because you have some metal parts. It's higher and it's wider. That's gonna help you a lot when you land a Heli. It's gonna land very secure and protect the blades. Talking about the blades, I got these blue blades, which looks nicer than the black and white. And as well, I think I mentioned before, the tube that I put over the stock tube to remove the holder, which goes on this side of the frame towards the back of the tube. Looks nicer. Okay, so I would like to show you how you charge the batteries. I'm going to charge this one. First off, you connect the cables to the charger. Negative, positive. Then you connect it to the battery. The same. Positive and negative. And then you connect these cables to balance each of the cells. There. Connect the power cable. Before you change anything, check you have the positive on the positive, negative on the negative. The same goes to the battery, negative and the positive. First option, you're gonna choose the battery type. This, of course, LiPo. Enter. We're gonna choose balance. It's always to choose balance, so each of the cell charges at the same voltage. And then you can choose the amps. You can go all the way to 2.2, which is the amps of the battery. As you can see, it's 2200 milliamps, which translates to 2.2. But what I usually put, it's in the middle, 1.5, 1.4 should be fine. Enter again. You choose 6S, which is this battery. You hold start. It's going to confirm. Then you confirm. I always like to put this screen, which shows the voltage of each of the cells. Okay, so we're gonna let it charge and then fly it and show you some of the updated settings that I put on the radio. I like to show you something to be careful when you disconnect it. So first you click stop. I already clicked stop there. Disconnect here. And then when you disconnect the cable that connects the charger to the battery, first disconnect the cable from the battery. Because if you disconnect first the cable from the charger and you have both sides like this, naked, you can short circuit both, and cause a fire. As you can see, these cables are black and burnt because I accidentally, touched it before. So really be careful with this, because the LiPos charge a little a lot of power. So first disconnect here from the battery. Got one, I got two. And then you can, unplug the cable like this with no worries. And then the cable which balances the cells. Okay. Okay, so something else I forgot to mention. Like I said, this battery, if you put it this way, it's gonna fit really tight, as you can see. It won't have the room for the straps. So the correct way should be like this. As you can see, you have enough room for the straps on the sides. Okay, so you're gonna put the tray here. This is the position that I put it there. I'm gonna put one strap here. Go one. Going to secure it really well. And then the second one. Put it like this. Really secure. It won't go anywhere. Okay, so when we put it like this, it clicks. Something else I forgot to mention was this battery pack. This powers, here I install a tail LED, a blinking one, which, to make it look like a real heli. You can make this out of a wall clock. You extract the electronics, and you can find a tutorial on YouTube how to wire it. And you have a blinking LED. Okay. So put this on the side. Okay, first, always turn on the radio like this. And always make sure the throttle stick is all the way down, and make sure you have throttle activated, throttle hold activated, always, just in case you have some switch activated which may power up the motor. After you do this, then we can connect up the battery to the heli like this. But before you put this measurement little guy here this way, and then you choose the minimum voltage where you want it to buzz. I put it 3.5. 3.5, it's a secure voltage for each of the cells of the battery, just to protect it. Keep in mind that you can put it all the way, maybe 3.3, but that's gonna make it really close to 3, which is the critical lowest voltage you can go. If you go below 3 volts, you're gonna damage the battery, so keep in mind. So for this, I'm gonna set it to be just in case 3.4. Okay, so when the battery reaches 3.4 for each of the cell, it's gonna buzz. Okay, then we connect the cables. The positive here. Let's put negative first. Make sure negative with negative. And then this way, I'll put positive. The spark that you saw, don't worry about it. That's normal because of the high power of the LiPo. It's gonna always spark, so don't get scared. Okay, so it's gonna initialize. You can see the base X working there, the micro beast plus. There we go. Okay, it's powered up. So we're gonna put up the canopy here. There, really careful. Always watch the blades. They get always in the way. Got one there. Oh, one there. Okay. So I like to show the settings. For throttle, I put normal throttle. I put 1 to 0, 2 to 30%, and then 39. It's my top, say, speed of the motor. I recommend to put 1 at 0, of course, because you don't want to spool at 0. And then don't go straight to the top motor speed on number 2, because that's gonna make it spin really hard. So you want to transition it. That's why I put 30 there. Then 39, 39. The pitch, normal pitch, I updated the pitch numbers. 113, 234, 355, 477, 500. Always remember, well, before the idle throttle, which is this switch, where if you are going to fly it, you want to make it go up and down really hard with the stick. You want to here put the throttle speeds the same on all channels, on all numbers. So for that case, I put 45. I think that's a lot. Maybe say 42 for all. To have a steady speed for the motor. So you have all at 44. For the pitch, remember to put the same numbers as normal pitch. See, I didn't change that. So I put 13, 34, 55, 34, 34, 55, 77, and 100. 77 and 100. Okay, so 13, 34, 55, 77, and 100. So hold the same, 13, 34, 55, 77, and 100. Remember to put always the same number for hold pitch as well. So whenever you trigger the hold here, the Heli doesn't change digits for the for going up and down, because if you have different numbers, you're gonna have drastic movements that will make you crash eventually. Alright, so ready to fly. It was good flight.